Trading in financial instruments carries a high level of risk to your capital with the possibility of losing more money than your initial investment. Trading in financial instruments may not be suitable for all investors and is only intended for people over 18. Please ensure that you are fully aware of the risk involved and, if necessary, seek independent financial advice. The past or recent trading performance of any stock, security, commodity, or derivative is not necessarily indicative of future profits and losses. We do not and cannot guarantee the use of our services will generate you profits. We do not and cannot take responsibility for any losses to your accounts. You must trade and take sole responsibility to evaluate all information provided to you by this website and use it at your own risk. All trading information we provide is intended for trade assistance only, and also all results may vary. Hey everybody, Max here with the Max Trade Live. I'm looking at this Euro USD as a very possible solution. 0583 on the buy. I'm looking at 0582 at $73. I'm looking at $74. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this trade right away, just like that, and use this as one of the buys here for the night. Pretty powerful. I like that. But that all came from the DEX trader system. I didn't even bother really researching because I'm not choking up. I'm just taking the trade straight, not putting a working order on. I'm not doing anything that. The Euro USD, let me isolate that to see its success rate. Over the last day during news periods, had a very tough time during news, as you can kind of tell, with a couple isolated losses. But I'm not really worried about this one. I can look at the chart system as I go over, bring up the Euro USD. I can do a real quick stochastic look at it as well. There we go. Maybe do a stochastic ROI. There we go. It looks like it's going to be on the rebound to come back up. And we got this in for a nice little bound. It's at 0586, 0582. I think because we're on a down hit on it. I personally think it's going to be, if you looked at it right here on the chart, it kind of came down. It's crossing over right now. This bar will actually confirm this crossover in the stochastic and start bringing it back up into the 20-point up range. So if this can happen, if it doesn't piddle out and just keep going down, and plus we're on a nice little, if you back out here just a little bit, we're on a nice little uptrend that's happening as well. So very powerful. This was just a straight intraday trade, no working order. Look, we're already in profit. Just by a couple pips. We're about 5 pips up. We're already in profit because we got about 24 minutes left. So pretty powerful. I got in this a little bit later. I sort of watching the market come down and whether or not I was going to get in. Did a little extra time, a little homework, right? And that's all really it takes. And I'm going to be into this now. I'm going to come back here in a minute. I'm going to pause the video. And if this is successful, you'll see the successful video. Even if it's not, you'll see if it's a loss or not. Remember, there are losses in this network. And that's what it really comes down. But this is my live account. It's my live system. I got some working orders going on from my dailies, and I have my intraday trade happening right now. So I'm very happy with what's about to happen, and we'll see in the next part of the video. Just as a quick overview of what's happening right now. Again, as it came down and dropped into the oversold section here, it is now crossing over and starting to, as you can kind of tell by the stochastic down here, you do have a nice little crossover. And if we can keep this rhythm going on here with this process, it's going to come back up. It's been going a little bit sideways here, but if it continues to increase and keep going up from this point on, we'll be pretty good. Even if it does come down just a little bit, we're not going to be doing too bad. All right, but we'll be back in when this thing finishes up. All right, so here we are back in the last couple of minutes. We'll probably pause the video again. I just wanted to get you another look at here in the last minute or two. It's gone in and out of profit a few times, but it looks like now we're heading back up again. And has a little bit of power. But one thing I've always known, because I set these and I don't look at them. I try watching this go in and out of the money, and my heart starts palpitating. And so I don't know about you, but if you want to watch them, you're more than welcome to do so. But in my case, I like just to kind of set them. I come back at the last minute. If it's playing around, I might just get up and walk away, come back to it after it's finished, and then I just deal with the consequence. It's either a win or it's a loss. It's above or it's below. So I really don't care at that moment. What I just want to know that, did I get in right? Did I make it happen? So we got about 2 minutes left here, and things will be popping on. It's longer for this entire video. It was probably longer for the disclaimer to play than it was for me to be in this trade and be watching it and how long I got in and get out. And I kind of walk away and come back to the office and find it here. So not doing too bad, about 4 pips up. It'll probably stay right around this area in the last 2 minutes, but I'll hang it on here to the last couple of seconds and I'll pause and come right back. All right, I'm popping back in here because I notice that this happens sometimes. When market makers place new prices out for the index, sometimes it might be 4 or 5 pips in the money and you might be really doing really good, but it might throw a 0 here or a minus or what have you. So I want you to keep that in mind. It's not that they're trying to trick you or anything, but I think it is more of a psychological battle that market makers are offering people to get out of trades at this particular point under the last 2 minutes. Because usually in the last 2 minutes of a trade, this is usually blank. So if you do see something here, it's either other traders offering these prices out and the market makers are allowing that to happen. But I'm pretty sure that if you just kind of hold rock steady at this time period, if it's jumping up and down, if you're unsure, getting out at this time would be sort of, nonsensical, if you will. But I see that this is going to be just a nice little easy run here to the last 43 seconds. So we'll sit here and just maybe in the last 30 seconds play the Jeopardy theme. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not going to do that to you. It's crazy. Got about 20, 30 seconds left. You never know what's going to happen in this last. Look at it. It's minus $73. Probably scaring the hell out of a lot of people right now because you only got about 2 pips in difference where it was just 4 or 5. Could this break out in the last 10 seconds? I've seen it down in the last 2 seconds. So there's nothing here that's going to surprise me. I hate the color red, but you know what? I'm not going to sit here and punch myself in the face hoping I can get out of this trade unless it's just going to dive bomb here in the last second. But look at that. It looks like a big win chicken dinner. But we only ended out with 2.4 pips in the plus, and that's okay. Again, you're battling this stuff. This was a straight intraday trade with a nice success. There's probably another couple of them that are coming up. I hear the tones in my headphones. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I'm Max Farrow, and this is Trading Live with Max on Dex.